Hey you guys, Desmond here,
And Creature.
and welcome back to the channel. And today we are here to discuss RuPaul's Drag Race Global All Stars, episode 11. We had a lip sync Lalaparuza
Yes.
to crown the first ever global lip sync assassin.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you think of the episode?
Oh, this was good. And I look, it literally took till the second to last one
Mm.
for me to be like, oh, I know who's gonna win this.
I had feelings on who was going to win, but honestly, I was let down by one of them. I really was. I was let down by one, and we'll talk about my sis. And Kitty, you really need to learn where South America is because Mexico is not in South America. When it was time for Gala and Miranda, she said South American baddies. I'm like, Mexico's in
Yeah.
North America.
Yeah, Mexico's still in North America.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But yeah,
I
let's
think
go
she was
ahead.
thinking Brazilian.
I don't know what she was thinking, honey, but let's get into this gig. So we start off after Tessa's elimination. They come in, they sit down on the couch, and they congratulate Queen Kong for winning the lip sync.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop whoop. Afterwards, Alyssa got a little emotional because this is her third time competing, but her first time making it to the finale.
Yes.
And I'm like, look at Alyssa, I'm proud of her. Even through my judging, she would still be here. So I'm proud of Alyssa. I know I would be emotional if this is my third time around and this is my first time making it to a finale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby, y'all be sick. Y'all would be mad at me because who would be boohooing all on that couch?
Right.
Would be me.
Oh yeah, because she's been like a fifth runner up, third runner up. Yeah,
Yeah, because she
yeah.
came in sixth place on season 5. And then she
Mm-hmm.
originally came in at sixth, but then she came back and then went home fifth on All Stars 2. So
Yeah.
now she's made top 4, so at least she could say each time she did better.
Right.
Because a lot of queens come back and go home way
Just
before they did.
right.
There's very few queens who each time they progressed. Um,
Yes.
I know Raja is one of them, Raja O'Hara. I
Yes.
know Vanjie
Definitely.
is one of them. Every time they competed, it got better each go. And there's like
Yes.
there's a handful others as well.
Because this All Star, she was just on point.
Hmm. Tessa might be joining the House of Edwards.
Oh,
They,
I'm excited.
I'm excited. I think that'd be real cute if that does happen. And it's the next day in the workroom. They come in, they sit down, they talk about their placements. Kitty made a sly comment, and I just have to say something about this comment because she
Mhm.
said any of us could win except for you, Nelania. You only have one win. Kitty, did you forget you lost to somebody who had less wins than you? Oh, oh, because Christopher Sachi did not have more wins than you season 3.
Hmm.
Did we forget?
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. So the alarm goes off. RuPaul gives the message talking about bring back my girls. And if I was them, I'll be like, well, I was with them. I'm like, again, like if I didn't know
Like again?
that it
Wait,
was a
what?
Lollapalooza, like why are y'all just here to help for the finale? Because they thought this was coming. They thought they were coming into the finale,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm not sure if they were just acting because Tessa did post a video saying when you get eliminated on Tuesday and then by Wednesday you have to know 7 RuPaul songs. And I'm like, did you know there was a Lollapalooza, or did they say, hey, I know you just got eliminated, but tomorrow's the
You're
Lollapalooza?
staying.
Yeah, tomorrow's the
We're
Lollapalooza.
just taking you back to the hotel.
Just
We're
learn
not
these
making it
words.
your
Oh,
thing.
baby, they're in Colombia. They were all in the whole. Athena was there the whole time, honey. She was just up in that
I
hotel
know.
room. But yeah, here's 7 songs you need to know about tomorrow, if you don't already know. But my thing
Mm.
is, if those songs were on the iPod already, like I said, I would know every song on that iPod just in case.
Right.
Because you got a
You
lot
don't
of
know which one
downtime.
you're gonna get.
Yeah, you got a lot of downtime. So, and you know me, I love listening to music. So I'll be just sitting there
Mm.
with my lyrics. Be like, you wear it fresh, then.
Yeah.
Because that was the only one I didn't know the words to was "You Wear It Well." Like, I know that you wear it, you wear it, you wear it well. But because I've listened to the Canada remix so much, my brain automatically went kitty cat, meow, meow, meow. What type of kitty are you wearing right now? I'm like, wait, no. What are the actual words?
No.
What are the words to the original
Wait.
version?
No.
But yes, the queens come into the workroom again. They have a lovely reunion, and RuPaul announces that it is a Lalaparuza, and the winner wins 50,000 doll hairs. 5-0. 0-0-0. But it's time to get to this main stage because we got 7 lip syncs to talk about. Up first, we have our hostess with the mostest. We have Mama Ru. What did you think of Mama Ru and your score?
And this lime green, yes, I actually liked it. I give this an A+.
I give it an A. I really like this. I wish there was a different color wig. The orange is kind of throwing off the green. And I know orange and green goes together all the time, but in this case, it's throwing off the green for me. So if it was more like a blondish, maybe even black. We never see RuPaul in black hair. Maybe a nice black hair. That would be.
They think that it ages them.
It might. Who knows? But this week, it's just family. So we have Michelle Visage and Jamal Sims.
Yeah.
So the category is Lip Sync Assassin. Up first, we have Athena. We're just going to go through these real quickly. We don't even have to score them. We can just say if we like them or didn't like them. And I like this.
It was serviceable.
Vanity Vane. Love this.
I loved this.
Miranda LaBrow. Like, some of these were hard to get a full body shot. But this was cute.
Right.
Very Miranda. In a good way, though.
Miranda.
In a good way, though. In a good way. Let me say that. Up next is Pathia. This was really cute.
I like this.
This was so cute.
Little.
Up next is Eva La Queen, the real MVP of this episode. If we want to be honest, should have won that second lip sync. But we'll talk about that second lip sync here in a minute. But yeah, she looked good. Gala Vado looks amazing as always. What did you think of Gala?
You know, it was chaps, but it was still good.
And then we have Soda Muse looking good, feeling gorgeous.
Always. New favorite.
Tessa Testicle.
Always been a favorite. But
I'm finna say she looked really good here.
this was a good look.
This was.
She looked good.
And then we have our top 4. Up first, we have Alyssa Edwards. Which, hasn't she worn this season?
I don't think so.
I could have sworn I seen this on her already.
No.
I might be tripping. Let us know down in the comments. But yeah, this is cute. Up next is Kitty Scott Claus, giving very evening wear, going out to dinner. But I wouldn't wear white to dinner because, you know me, food likes to run out of my mouth.
Yeah. It sees you coming and decides to run the other direction.
Like, it just sees my clothes and be like, you know what? I need to express my artistic right now, right here. Just
It is the brayest.
Queen Kong, who put on her makeover dress.
Yes.
And then we have Nalenya, who looks amazing.
Yes. And her little poodle outfit.
And these are our queens.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite of the bunch?
Out of the actual lip syncers, because I knew you were going to ask this question, I'm going to say Eva La Queen.
Out of the lip syncers, Vanity. Out of the top 4, Nalenya.
It's same.
Yeah. So, the top 4 were congratulated for making the top 4 and was asked to step into the workroom.
Step into the
Now here's the thing. You know, for the final lip sync, they're all on the on the side of the stage. Why not just have the top 4 over there, and as they get eliminated, they sit down over there?
That's usually how they do it, but I think they wanted the surprise, the little.
Yeah, they've done that. They did that with 16 as well. The top 4 really could have the top 3. The top 3 could have sat on the side of the stage because that's where they were all going to be for the final lip sync anyway. But hey, I be quiet. They get to go back to the workroom, and then we have our not our top 8, Lord, technically our bottom 8. And the rules of the lip sync Lalaparuza are as followed. There is a wheel with all their faces on it. What's his name, Miguel or Manuel? I can't remember.
Manuel.
Manuel will spin the wheel. Whoever it lands on gets to pick their opponent. That opponent gets to pick the song. And then so on and so forth. So it is now time for the global lip sync Lalaparuza SmackDown. So up first, the wheel landed on Soa Demuse. I'm sorry, it landed on Vanity. I don't know what I was doing. I looked at that first one and got confused.
Like, no.
That was that screenshot was the wheel to let everybody know this is what the wheel looked like. The queens are backstage, got their cocktails ready for a show.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel and it lands on Vanity Vane. Now Vanity Vane gets to pick her opponent. She chose Eva La Queen. If you were up there for the lip sync Lalaparuza, who would you have chosen?
Probably Athena.
I would have chose Pythia. That was the first thought in my head. Pythia. Pythia. I'm a big Pythia.
Right.
Especially since she picked Jealous of My Boogie. I wouldn't have known that, but she picked Jealous of My Boogie. Oh, baby. No. Oh. Would have ate that up. But anyway, she chose Eva La Queen. And we find out that the songs for this lip sync Lalaparuza are RuPaul songs. And 6 of them have been used. No. Only 4 of these have been used as lip sync. No. Yeah, 4 of them has been used as lip sync songs on the main franchise. Call Me Mother. Cha Cha Bitch, I don't think it's ever been used. So this is the first. Call Me Mother has been used on the US and pretty much everywhere else. I'm like, why are you giving these non-English speaking ass queens Call Me Mother, the most wordy RuPaul song that RuPaul herself doesn't know the words to? RuPaul said it in multiple interviews. She does not know the words to Call Me Mother.
She was like, I read it off the paper. Diggity diggity bow, pop pop pow.
Now, do I know the words? Yes.
Yes, I know you do.
Because guess who's back in the house?
Was I still pretending to lip sync to it though? Yeah.
The one I'm super excited about was ASMR Lover. I was like, thank you, RuPaul, thank you, RuPaul, thank you. But Eva La Queen chose Just What They Want. So the first lip sync.
I didn't know I knew until it started playing.
Because honestly, you wouldn't think that's the name of the song when it's playing.
Right.
Yeah. So for the first round, we have Eva La Queen and Vanity Vane. Just the way they want. Just what they want. I don't know what the hell I'm throwing extra words in there for. And although Eva La Queen didn't do much dance-wise, she knew the words.
Exactly.
All them words. Vanity knew work. That's what Vanity knew.
I want to see you let it out. I want to see you go off.
And it was like at first, and it's like from the beginning, you can see Vanity does not know the words. I was like, Eva's smart because she knew, when they gave them this list of songs, she was like, I'm going to pick the wordiest songs, learn them, knowing that the other queens are not going to know them. And plus, Call Me Mother, we'll talk about that a little bit more later, but Call Me Mother was used on Philippines Season 1, so she probably learned it then.
Right.
Because if you remember, it was part of the final lip sync for The Crown, and she could have easily got that song. So she probably learned it then. It was like, oh, let me get a quick little touch up. Guess who's back in the house? But yeah, Eva didn't do much, but she did enough for me to be entertained.
Oh, definitely.
And she won this lip sync. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I agree as well. You need to know the words.
Yes, definitely.
Now, somebody let me know. I don't remember on Philippines 1. Is this the first lip sync she ever won? Because I don't remember her being in the bottom 2 during the first season of Philippines.
I don't think she was ever in the bottom.
I don't think she ever was. If she was, let us know down at the bottom. But yeah, she moves on in this lip sync Lalaparuza in Vanity Vane. Thank you for a sickening season. And she goes
Yeah,
sit down with
I'm
the girls.
still confused why they thought she was gonna win just
Well,
because she was entertaining.
well, let's think about it. It happened a few lip syncs. The next Evil La Queen lip sync happened. Let's if we're gonna be honest, what they said actually happened for the next one. So, but yeah, you know, because Nelenia and Alyssa were like, no, she didn't know the words.
Right.
But Kitty and Queen were like, no, she was entertaining. And I'm big on it's a lip sync for your life. You need to know the words.
Right.
So, we're back on the main stage. The wheel spins, and this time it lands on Soa Demuse. And Soa picks her opponent, Tessa Testicle. She says she wants a challenge.
Yes.
Now, Tessa chose ASMR Lover. Now, I should have asked you this earlier, but out of these 6 songs, which song would you have chosen if you had first dibs?
ASMR Lover.
Same. Same.
Just because I knew it would have been one I had fun to.
Yeah.
And if I happened to win it, great. If I didn't, I still have fun.
That was me. My second choice probably would have been Jealous of My Boogie or Call Me Mother.
Yeah.
Jealous of My Boogie just has a special place in my heart because of the season 2 winner. We're not going to say her name. She doesn't want to be associated with the show anymore. But the season 2 winner will always have a space in my heart, and it's because of that final lip sync. Okay? So, ASMR Lover is the song I would have chose as well. So here we are. Germany versus France.
Yes.
ASMR.
Tale as old as time. I'm Italy.
Now, this lip sync right here.
What's so close?
Honestly, it was that split at the end that made me realize So was winning.
That part.
Because it was a little crunchy.
It was a lot crunchy.
And I'm like, baby, as much as you lip sync on this particular stage, because remember, Germany was shot in the same set. You lip synced 4 times in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
You should know the layout of this stage to where you can execute your cartwheel into a split properly. But up until that moment, baby, they were neck and neck. But then here goes the cartwheel. Look at that split. She didn't space it right.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't space it
She
right.
got real crunchy right after
And
that.
you can see it in her face afterwards, like she just couldn't get back into it face-wise.
Yeah.
And so, as you can see, this beautiful mug right here.
Okay, I'm so glad she figured out her makeup. So glad.
So, RuPaul
Not that I ever had a problem, because I always thought that she was a beautiful queen.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved her when she was on France. Like, big fan, super fan.
Oh,
But
listen,
like,
France did her dirty.
Exactly.
Because the amount of time she was in the bottom when she really didn't need to be. I thought I was watching UK2 over again. I'm like, why is Taste in the bottom? But anyway, so Demuse won the lip sync. Do you agree?
Yes.
I agree as well. Tessa,
especially after the crunchy split.
Tessa, I honestly see Tessa back on our TVs versus the world, maybe even American All-Stars. Like, you can saw from the walkthrough a few weeks ago, RuPaul really likes Tessa. May not like to say her full name, but he really likes Tessa.
Right.
So, we might...
Tessa T.
Tessa T! Oh, one of my favorite was like, what was it?
I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my god, I have so many regrets from DragCon now.
And here's my thing. One of my favorite things that RuPaul said about Tessa's name, I think it was episode 3 or 4, she said, Tessa Testicle. Just one motherfucking testicle. That tickled me just one. But yeah.
I know lots of people with just one.
But yeah, there are a lot of people out there with just one. But yes, I hope we see her again. Whether it's American All-Stars or versus the world.
Like, towards the end, I really started to like her. It's not that I had a problem with her to begin with. I think it was just like...
We didn't get to know her on Germany because, she left pretty early. And during her whole time on the show, she was just struggling. Except for that one design challenge that I still think she should have won. We're not gonna talk about Germany right now, though. But yeah, I feel like we got to know her better. You know, it's the same thing with Vanity Vane, because if you remember from our review, I didn't like Vanity Vane on Sweden 1. I didn't. I was not a fan of that lady. But now, love her. I wouldn't be mad if she came back again. Like, there's a handful of these queens I would love to see again. Eva, Soa, Tessa.
Definitely Soa. Definitely Tessa.
I wouldn't be mad if Pathia did it again.
I wouldn't be mad if
I wouldn't be mad at Pathia.
No. Because Pathia turned it out. Like, she got a little piece of me after Snatch Game.
And then I would love for Athena to come back because, you know, I was such a big fan of her on Belgium 1 that it hurt seeing her go so early. And I'm glad she got a little chance to shine here. But I would love for her to come back and just show them bitches what she can
really do.
Yeah, to send her up to send her to Brooklyn. Send her to Brooklyn. Go to Canada.
Go to Canada.
Go to Canada. Ooh, the golden beaver. Every time I think about that golden beaver, I just go, I'm telling you, that is one of the best twists that they have ever come up with on Drag Race. And I feel like every franchise should incorporate something of it. We saw a little bit with the Philippines with the golden Bado? The golden, I forget what it was. But it was the same.
The thing that looked like an egg.
Yeah, it was an egg. But, yeah, I want everybody to incorporate something similar. We don't have to do the same exact thing. But come on, shake it up a little bit. We're fixing to hit season 18. They have casting for season 18 right now. I really hope we make 20. I really hope the main series makes 20. If it makes past 20, great. But I want them to make at least 20. That's 20 years of Drag Race. 20
we've been reviewing
years.
For the last, at that point, it would be, 7?
Yeah, because we came in at 12, so by the time 20 gets around, that'll be 8 years we've been covering. Ugh, I feel old already. Oh. But yes, let's get back into this review.
Oh my god.
So,
I never thought I'd be on YouTube that long. We really need that 1,000 subscribers now.
For real. For real. And I hate that I count the first, 2 years on the other channel, but I don't really count it because growth never came. Like, the growth we saw here is nothing, like, honestly, even with the Sims content on there, I'm thinking about just shutting that channel all down together and creating a new space for the videos, even if I got to repost them on there.
Right.
More smartly than I did with the season 12 ones on here. Yes. The spin of the wheel, and it lands on Athena. She picks Pathia. And then Pathia picks Jealous of My Boogie, which I was shocked at first. I'm like, oh, out of all the queens here, I would expect Pathia to choose You Wear It Well, because, you know, that's the song that they dance and sing to at the end of every episode on Canada's Drag Race.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know why, it was just, my mind's like, oh, she's going to pick You Wear It Well. So when she said Jealous of My Boogie, I'm like, oh, all right. And then I thought about it, for her dance style, Jealous of My Boogie fits better than You Wear It Well.
Yep.
Because, I got a few screenshots of it, but some of the dance moves that she did, I'm like, okay, I see why you chose Jealous of My Boogie now. It fits more to your dance skill, because you could be a little bit more cornier with it, and it's cute because of the theme of the song.
Right.
But we have Canada, and we have Belgium. Belgique. Lip sync it to Jealous of My Boogie.
Don't be jealous of my boogie.
Don't be jealous of my boogie. You can say that. I keep going back to the choreography that they had to do to it. Like, season 2 is one of my favorite seasons. I probably rewatched season 2 more than... No, season 6. Season 2 and season 6 I've rewatched a lot.
Well, season 2 makes sense. The camera got, like, slightly better.
The improvement from 1 to 2 is crazy. Like, two looks like a completely different show than one.
It really
I'm
does because it
like,
always pops up after I watch something on Paramount Plus,
yeah.
and then it'll go back and replay season one.
And I'm like, woo.
Okay, I was like, "Ooh, the workroom. There was none."
We came along. There was no budget. After season one, the logo was like, okay, we'll give you a little something. Go ahead. And then from there, that's all they needed was a little something to make what we got today.
Right, we got a drag race in just about every single content on every
We are
continent.
reviewing a global drag race, a global all stars. Honestly, I didn't even think this was a reality when we started reviewing our channel. Like back when season 12, back when we were on Simply Desmond, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even see it then, and that we only had like a few franchises then. I never thought that an idea of an international all stars was a thing,
Right.
but here we are.
When did we start reviewing? In what, 21? No, we
It
started
was
reviewing in
20.
19.
It was
It was
20.
20.
Yeah, because it was we started right before the lockdown happened.
Right.
Because we were what a few we were like about halfway through the season. I want to say when the lockdown happened. Because the lockdown happened like February, March. So we would have been a good like 5, 6 episodes in.
Yeah.
And because we worked in the same place, you were able to still come over to my apartment. Because I'm
Right.
like, we're sharing the germs there. We can share the germs here, okay?
Exactly. So then that means we're going on what, like 3 years?
Yeah, we're going on for all together, but we're ending two on this one. Like December will be the end
Right.
of the second year.
Yeah.
And like I said, the growth just in these two compared to the first two,
Uh huh.
where the growth was what like 5 subscribers.
Right.
I
It
really
was like
I
one,
think we
maybe
confused the
two.
algorithm about what is on that channel because for the longest it was Sims content, then it stopped. Then all of a sudden
Right.
it was Drag Race, but still posting Sims content at the same time.
Right.
And even since then, there hasn't been any growth on that channel. So that's why I'm really just thinking about, saying goodbye to. Won't be Simply Desmond. I'll probably just rename it to something else so I can name the new one Simply
Right.
Desmond.
Right.
But yeah, it might be time to say goodbye to that channel, hopefully for
To the
growth.
OG Simply
To the
Desmond.
OG. I
And
might just name it OG Simply Desmond. And then, or I'll just start just going by Desmond Tanner.
yeah. Don't you have one called Desmond Tanner already though?
No, Desmond Tanner became Simply Desmond.
Ah.
Yeah, and when we were doing Drag Race on it, I switched it back to Desmond Tanner. But then once we made this, I switched it back to
To Simply Desmond.
Simply Desmond.
Yeah. I have two channels I need to maintain. But I'm thinking about, because the thing is all the content on Creation McGill is just like me crying.
Mm-hmm.
It's me talking about loss, me talking about heartache, all these sad things, and like, there's nothing really happy on there except for like the visit to my mom in 2020 is like the only like halfway good happy thing on there, and I'm like, yeah, I should probably. And then like, oh look, see, the only thing that's on there is the update video from when the school got shut down. So I'm thinking like, I got to think of some type of content because I don't know.
Yeah, I'm debating if I want to start a whole new series for The Sims and then
Hmm.
just pick up, just continue the series that are already going, but just
Right.
link those playlists because I think I'll just keep those playlists up instead of actually reposting them to where if they want to jump in and be like, oh,
Yeah.
let me start at the beginning of this. Here's
Yeah.
the
That
playlist.
would
It's just going
be.
to take you to an old channel.
Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of channels have done. Like,
Oh, I noticed
uh,
that with Critical Role. Like, their first two
yeah, because
campaigns still
Critical
is
Role,
attached to the
for the
old channel.
first, what, their whole first campaign was on Geek and Sundry.
Yeah.
And the first, I think, like 20 or so episodes of their second campaign are also on Geek and Sundry. they didn't become Critical Role until maybe like episode 30, I think,
Mm-hmm.
was when they were like, so we're separating from Geek and Sundry and we're going to have our own channel, yada, yada, yada. So that's where all our
So I
stuff will
think I
be.
just might do that and just link the playlist so that if you want to go back, it's there. But I need the algorithm to understand this is just Sims content going forward. Because I think, well, even before then, I don't know if the algorithm really understood who I was.
No,
And we'll
I don't
see.
think
We'll see with the second go around if it does either. But yes, this lip sync, Athena. Yes, ma'am.
yes.
Yes, ma'am. Now this is the Athena from Belgium that I was in love with, and I had to get this little shimmy from Pathia. But to any song, this is the song you do it to. Cause even I, before she did, I was over there like. And my thing is, I would make sure I have me on a good old cape so I can twirl.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I was like, a lot of these songs are really good twirling songs.
And nobody has a cape.
Yeah, Athena had the jacket, which would have worked had she kept it on.
I don't know. It looked a little too heavy to really twirl it the way the
It
twirl
needed to be
needs to be
twirled.
twirled.
You're
Yes.
not gonna get the Donna Summer swirl you need.
Yes. You need that. You need some light fabric so you can float.
Mm-hmm. And then you can just, flag it down every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if I would have had it a part of the costume to where I couldn't rip it off, I'll be like, nope, you're staying with me through this whole Lalaparuza, okay? But RuPaul announced that Athena was the winner of this lip sync. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
I agree as well. And Pathia, thank you for an amazing season. We'll love to see you again soon. That means for the final lip sync for this round, we have Miranda Lebrau and Galavaro. So they're spinning the wheel to see who gets to pick the song.
Right.
And it lands on Galavaro. So Gala decides, Cha Cha Bitch. I'm not going to lie to you, I really think they put this song on the list just for Gala.
Same. Because there was a lot of Spanish in this.
And I was sitting there, and like when the list read off, I'm like, oh, they want Gala to do Cha Cha Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And see, Gala better than me because I would not have given them what they want. I'm like, let's do You Wear It Well. But then again, if you want to make it to the end, play the role. I'm like, okay, I'll play into the stereotype once again. Give me Cha Cha Bitch. Give it to me. So, Brazil versus Mexico.
Yeah.
And they lip sync to Cha Cha Bitch by RuPaul featuring A.B. Soto. I wonder what A.B. Soto's up to. Because I remember he popped up in the workroom randomly a few years back. And I'm like, oh, hey, it's good to see you again. What you been doing? Because I sure don't listen to your music, honey. This about it. Cha Cha Bitch. But yes, honey. This lip sync was really good. Like, Miranda was being Miranda. But Miranda, it was good Miranda, okay?
Right.
But Gala really freaking shined in this lip sync.
Look, and then, her little outfit, they had to blur her booty out.
And this is the only one they did it on. So I'm like, was there a tucking issue? Could you see something you weren't supposed to see when she bent over that way?
Right.
Because in her other lip syncs, they don't blur it. So I'm like, there must have been something to where they're like, yeah, we can't show that on Paramount. We're going to blur that out right now. And then her wig came off.
Yeah. And I was like, dang.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that really messed it up for me. And I'm like, damn, should she lose because of this?
Same.
Because this is the Lalaparuza. Out of all the places your wig needs to be secure, unless you're doing a reveal, then cool, don't secure it. But clearly there was no reveal.
Obviously.
It should have been secured. Now, I still would have gave it to her, but I'll be like, bitch, go secure that wig down.
No, if you even imagine, there might be some hairography in here. You wore the wig specifically for hairography.
I know me. all performances will have hairography, so I'm gonna make sure that bitch ain't going nowhere.
You need it to be glued, taped, pinned, all of the things.
Yes. So we found out that Gala won by Miranda entering the workroom. We didn't even get an official, sachet away thing.
You won, you lost.
Yeah. So we're now into the next round, round 2. And Galavaro was selected again. So this time she gets to pick her opponent. She chose Eva La Queen. So Eva La Queen gets to pick the song. And she chose Call Me Mother. Again, another strategic choice. She's like, I know all these words.
Right.
And
she's like, I'm going to give you...
And let's get into the lip syncs. We have the Philippines and Mexico here.
Yes.
Call Me Mother. Gala did not know the words.
No.
Now, was she doing impressive stuff in the lip sync? Yes. But again, this is a lip sync for your life. And she didn't know the words.
No. About it.
And you could tell. And baby, Eva knew. She was enunciating. She knew every word. And to me, she was telling the story with her face. She wasn't doing much on the movement. Again, she don't move much. But right. I was, my eyes were locked in. I'm like, she knows the words.
She knows the words.
She knows the words. Okay? Especially to a song like Call Me Mother. It's not an easy song to learn. Coming from someone who's learned said song. It is not easy to learn it. But yeah, I really thought Eva... Oh, especially this little neck crack moment. I thought Eva won this lip sync.
Me too.
I was really shocked when RuPaul announced that Galavaro was the winner.
Right. I was like, so we're going for entertainment now?
I'm like, where was that during the first go-around? Because if that's the case, Vanity should have beat...
Cool.
But yeah, RuPaul said elsewise, and that means Eva La Queen had to sashay away. Although if it was me, she would have made it to the end. So, these two did not get a choice in anything. They were the last two standing with the last song left. So Athena versus So It Abuse to You Wear It Well. That's right, Belgium and France. Belgique. Two French-speaking countries. Well, Belgium has 3 national languages, but one of them is French. So, Drag Race Belgium is in French. Even though, for some of the queens, especially on season 2, you could tell they were struggling with the French. I'm like, baby, just let them speak.
English. And subtitles.
Like, have them speak whatever language is easier for them. Because I believe Dutch and something else is one of their official languages. And I'm just like... But I guess they sold it to the network that they were going to be speaking French.
That part.
But hey, it also knows if there's ever a France All-Stars, we can throw a couple of girls from Belgium in there. And make it like a mini versus the world, but not really a versus the world. Or give France a versus the world. Give it a versus the world, because there's a lot of French-speaking queens, especially in Canada. We have several French-speaking
I mean, isn't the host from Canada?
The host, Rita Baga, is from Canada, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of French-speaking queens because of the French Quebec, I think, French-Canadian area.
Quebec? Yes.
Yes. And I can name several of them who can speak French. Lady Boom Boom. Oh, I want Lady Boom Boom back on my TV. God, please. And then, we found out online, I don't think it was ever acknowledged on the show, but Miss Fierce Delicious can speak French. So have her go terrorize the girls over there in France. I would love that. That would be so funny. Hell, knowing Gia Gunn, she learned Spanish. I wouldn't put it past her to learn French too, because I was shocked when I found out she knew Spanish. But I was like, bitch, you better. It's just us poor Americans. We only know one language, because they really don't enforce us to learn another language until we reach higher years. And I know now they are working with the younger generation to teach them
Yeah, because I was about
Spanish.
to say at the school I work at, we have Spanish as an elective class. So
Yeah,
they get
so
it every other week now.
yeah, I know now they are really trying to get them while they're young because it's easier to teach. But for like my generation and your generation, they didn't really start talking about a second language until we reached junior high school.
Yep. I didn't start Spanish class till I was a sophomore.
I started my sophomore year as well for Spanish. Most of my people started their freshman year, but I was like, I don't want to take Spanish my freshman year. I just didn't like the Spanish teacher. So I knew if I'm like, if I wait, there's a possibility I won't get him because he knew my mom because they worked at Walmart together when he was still going to school to become a teacher. And I'm like,
Oh no.
no, no, I don't need no, give me the other one. And I'm so glad they gave me her. I was like, thank you. And then when I took Spanish too, it was a first year teacher. He was too busy trying to be our friend than teach us Spanish. Like
Oh
we were
yeah.
watching Simpsons cartoons in class with Spanish subtitles on.
Did he know Spanish?
He knew it, but I found out he's a lawyer now. I'm like, okay, what made him teach for them few years that he did? I don't know. I don't know. But I found out because I was talking to an old teacher who works now out at my job. And I brought him up, and she's like, "Oh yeah, he's a lawyer now. He done got married. He has kids." I'm like, "Oh," because back when we had him, that was the single, freshly out of college, trying to be our friends. I'm like, "Sir, back up." We went on a field trip that had nothing to do with Spanish. We went on a field trip with the home ec class. It was called something else. I can't remember what it was called, but it was
Mm-hmm.
basically a home ec class. We went on a field trip with them. We went to the HEB, not the like the HEB Plus, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was like it had all the farmer market type things attached to it. I forget. It was a
Mm-hmm.
HEB, but it was more than just HEB.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
don't think it was HEB Plus though. I don't remember what it was, but it was a HEB. It was in Waco.
It had to have been an HEB plus because I don't know.
Maybe hell, I don't know.
Was
But
it in Waco? Where was
it
it?
was in Waco. Yeah,
Yeah, that because that HEB is an HEB plus.
yeah. So we went there for a field trip.
Went to HEB for a field trip.
Yes. Why are we here?
How did? Well,
How did he pull this off? I do not know, but he pulled it
I was
off.
about to say, what teaks did that cover?
I don't know, but he now every now and then he would come up and be like, "Oh, this is a whatever it is in Spanish. It's this." We're like,
Like,
"Sir,
okay, so me as a teacher who has to learn these ridiculous teaks, I'm really trying to think.
I don't know how that man did it, but we went on that field trip. It was us and the home ec class.
I mean, I guess I could see it. I could justify it a little bit, but it's a
Maybe it's
stretch.
Texas. You also got to remember it's Texas,
It is a stretch
a
to
small town in Texas. Let me add that it's a small town in
small
Texas.
that part.
It is a small town in
Look at me
Texas.
doing the interlocking. Get that part.
But yeah, yeah. But let's get to this lip sync, honey. But yeah, we went to freaking HEB Plus for a field trip.
OJ.
My junior
Mom, I
year,
need money for lunch.
I was a junior because I took sophomore, junior. The only junior in that class. I was in there with a whole bunch of sophomores. Same thing with Spanish one. I was the only sophomore with a whole bunch of freshmen. But I liked it that way because I didn't really care for my class. I didn't.
You wear it well.
Hey, hey. Speaking of you wear it well, this lip sync,
Yes.
my God.
Yes.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know.
It was close.
Like, and I guessed Soa at the end. I'm like, Soa?
I
It,
knew
wa-
it was gonna be
it
someone.
wasn't a confident Soa. I'm like, she could have said Athena. And I'm like, yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
okay. Okay. I guess.
Again, this is the Athena that I fell in love with in Belgium. I'm so glad she got to show it a little bit here. Hopefully she'll be at DragCon LA next year. I know the whole cast is going to be at the UK, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
can y'all come to LA too? Because there's a
Right.
handful of there's a lot of y'all I want to meet. A lot of y'all, majority of y'all, really all of y'all. To be real with y'all, there's not one I don't want to meet
Mm-hmm.
or meet again because I've met Kitty. I met Queen both times.
Both times.
I think that's it out of this cast. I think I've only met Kitty and Queen and had a great time meeting both of them.
I've met Queen out of this cast, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I haven't met the others. So yeah, if y'all come on down to LA too. You see me scratching? Y'all come on down to LA too. I'll come say hi.
Please, please.
I'll say hi.
Look, as much as my budget is kind of like not the greatest right now because I got a new car. I had to on the way to the dealership. My tire popped.
But it was time. It was time. Like
Time.
that
I
baby,
had
that
that
car
car
held
for
on for dear life.
because the car was when I bought the car was already 10+ years old,
Mm-hmm.
and in like another year and a half, it would have been 20 years old.
Yeah. So it
So
it did its job. It did.
she, look, Black Beauty did her thing.
She did
You
what
know,
she needed to do.
she did what she needed to do.
She
To
said it's time
do.
for her to rest now. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure she's scrap metal now.
Probably.
Yeah, I only got 250 for her.
Listen, when my best friend traded in her truck, oh, that
Uh-huh.
was a sad day. The truck's name was Grey Goose. When we had to trade Grey Goose in, oh, that hurt. And don't get me wrong, I like the car that she got at the time, but I'm like, it's not Grey Goose.
Right?
But
Look, it
Grey
took me a
Goose was in the
really
same. Grey Goose was in the same boat as Black Beauty. Grey Goose needed to rest. Okay, it
right.
was time.
So now I have Jester, and Jester is a little bruised right now because some assholes in Green Goblin decided that they wanted to hit my car.
Oh yeah, I
So
remember that
now I
call.
have to go
Hmm.
get her fixed, and I have to save up $500 for. So I'm not gonna make my appointment to get my inspection done until I have the money to pay for it.
Hmm.
So
But yes, this
people gotta
lips.
stop asking me for money.
But this lip sync was good. Like the queens were standing up in the workroom. Like they were like, "Oh,
Okay,
let
it
me,
was worth it.
baby." Probably my favorite this season. Probably
Mm-hmm.
those two ate it up. Yum 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 yum.
Yum, 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 yum.
Delicioso.
Look, at this moment, I'm probably on completely different pictures than you are, but I love when they walked up the stage at the same time.
Oh yes, I'm at the RuPaul shot now. But when they walked up and both did a little dance at the end, I'm like, oh, can they both
Yeah,
move
facing each
forward?
other, and they was like, "What, son, what?"
Can they both move forward? Like, can we just have three people lip sync for the for the global assassin thing? But RuPaul made her decision, and she chose Soa. Athena, you did such a great job, or Athena,
Okay,
as
look.
RuPaul likes to say, Athena. And then, Athena sits down with the girls, and we hear over the speaker, I need all queens back to the main stage.
All queens need to come back to
All
the
queens to the main
all queens.
stage. Bring back my girls. Okay.
Bring back my girl.
But yes, so they get the alarm, and everybody comes up for the final round.
Yes.
Mexico versus France. Galavaro. So the Muse.
What a move.
The Beginning.
The beginning.
And you know, we've talked about my love for this song. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what crack RuPaul put in this song. But the first time I heard it, way back in what, like season 3, season 4, one of those. No, season 3 was Champion. Season 4, I heard it somewhere back there. To the point where I was like, well, if I ever do Drag Race and if I ever win, I want this song to be played after I'm announced as the winner.
You're a champion.
I don't want that
This
one.
is the beginning.
I want this is the beginning of the rest of your life. You better get it, get it, right. I'm like, baby, the way I would have been prepared for this Lalaparuza already, just showing up, I'd be like, oh yeah, the only one I need to learn is you wear it well. All the rest of these I got.
Okay.
Just don't give me you wear it well. I'm gonna pass on that one.
Right.
But then again, I wouldn't tell nobody that because, you know, that's how you get got. When you're getting ready, be like, oh yeah, I don't want you wear it well. Then here we are on the main stage.
Like, give me you wear it well, I'm going to tear that up.
Scared
and
him.
And then be like, ASMR lover, really? I hate that song. Oh my God, I don't know the words to that song.
That would be me. Like, the songs I really want to do, but, ooh, girl, I hope. Listen, I don't know why, but I was not. I'll have the words in front of me, too. Like, I don't understand why I can't get these words. And then get up there. The way you deliver these goosebumps, these shivers. And be like, oh, you believe me?
She did her thing. Oh, she tricked us.
Oopsie. But yes.
I swear, I bet you my neighbors thought I was watching a football game or something.
I swear, my neighbors probably think I am the biggest sports fan. Now, granted, don't get me wrong, wrestling is a sport. But a lot of times, I'm in here hooping and hollering behind Drag Race.
Facts.
Don't get me wrong, there are times I'm in here hooping and hollering about wrestling. I am. But most of the time, it's Drag Race.
Look, he's hooping and hollering about Drag Race, and I'm hooping and hollering over Critical Role. Like, this last episode, what was it, like 111?
Listen, Dimension 20, the Misfits and Magic 2.
My heart.
Not this week's episode, but the episode from last week. The noise that came out of my mouth at the end of it. And I'm like, what do you mean we're stopping right here?
We're both in our little geek era.
I'm like, no, bring it back. I can't wait a week. See, this is why I don't watch them live. This is why I watch them, the ones that are old, so that I don't have to deal with this.
Binge watch? No. And then, like, what I hate is that, like, I can't, because yours probably, you know, they load, you watch, and then you can immediately watch again. I cannot, because Critical Role decided they wanted to be some smart ones, and they'll play it on Thursday, and then I won't get to watch it again till freaking Monday. So much stuff happened on Thursday that I want to watch again because it was sweet and it brought me to tears, and I was just like, oh my God.
Oh no, mine was completely chaotic. Like someone unalived.
Oh.
No, don't all. But yeah, like the fact that they actually unalived was, I'm like, wait, no, they're gone? Like gone.
That's how I was like, no.
I'm screaming.
I was sad for days. That FCG's, I'm not even gonna lie, FCG's death is what knocked me into my depression really bad. It was the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden had this big depression hit that I'm literally just now getting over.
Oh, what got me was Agatha all along. Not the end of this week. Again, last week was a very traumatic week for me because on Wednesday night, Miss Agatha all along, because after we got off, I'm like, you know what? I'm still going to watch. I'm in my bed. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm like, no. I'm just laying there. I'm like, I don't even want to go to bed. No.
And I don't know why, but then I decided to go for the double whammy and watch the next 3 episodes of Legends of Vox Machina.
Which I need to get back on.
So now I'm sitting here boo-hoo-hooing because some more stuff didn't happen. No, Percy, no!
But my thing is, going into it, you should know what's going to happen because you've seen majority of those
No,
campaigns.
here's the thing. Because it's not directly like table to screen completely. Sometimes they mix stuff up. That did not happen in the campaign. Did not. So what the F? Now, the other thing that happened, but it didn't happen that early. But that happened.
Yeah. But back to Miss Gala and Soa here. Soa knew the words.
Soa was having so much fun, and she was just so beautiful.
It was just a fun performance from both parts. Like,
Yeah.
Gala with this little split, upside down, through the leg stretch, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And then all the other tricks she was doing, was it impressive? Yes. I just don't think it fit the song.
No.
That was my thing. I'm like, it's great, but like for this particular song, I don't think it was the right time of the song. How about that? Because it could have worked, but I don't think she chose the right time in the song to do it. That's what I need to say. That's what I want to say. But afterwards, we're clapping, everyone is standing, and then RuPaul announces the winner of the Lalaparuza, the first ever global lip sync assassin, is Soa the Muse.
And the funny thing is every time her name got called, her face would drop like, oh man.
Like she was already accepted to go home. She was like, okay, yeah. But then she's like, oh, I won. Oh, I won.
Right? And she, girl same
and
reaction.
won a cash tip of $50,000.
Okay, how
More,
much is that in euros?
I don't know, but more money than anybody on France won because they don't win money on France.
Right.
Now, season 3, you know, they did the little 1,500. What was they? I can't remember. Oh no! Each week they did win like 1,500 euros and a subscription to Deezer, the Deezer music subscription they have over there. I remember that. But
45,991 euro and 81 whatever the change is.
Period. More money than any winner has won on Drag Race France. And that's on Big Purr.
Big Purr.
Big Purr. And then we found out the other 7 queens all win a cash tip of $1,000 from Klarna. I'm like, okay, get your sponsorship, but $57,000, Klarna, you dishing out that type of money?
That's it.
That's it. Cashapp be throwing out $200,000 every year.
Look, Klarna call themselves being the bougier version of Afterpay. You are all on the same algorithm. Talking about you can't get nothing. You know how much stuff I done bought through you.
So now it is officially time. Are you Team Kitty, Team Alyssa, Team Queen, or Team Nalenia?
You know what? And I wouldn't be mad if Nalenia won.
Honestly, the only one I will kind of side eye a little bit is Kitty.
Facts.
And like, I love Kitty. If she's at DragCon next year, I will be going to go see her. But, yeah, Kitty, I'll be a little side-eyeing. But Alyssa, Queen, or Nalenia, I'm down either way.
Facts.
I'm going to turn my badge around. I'm down either way, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think for a feel-good moment, it will be either Nalenia or Alyssa. Because for Alyssa, this is the third time, first time in the finale. She finally did it. Kind of like when Raja won. She finally did it.
Right. Changed your whole story, arc, everything.
And Nalenia, just from the way this season went, the underdog won. You did it.
Exactly.
And then if
Great
Queen,
underdog
and then if
story.
Queen wins, it won't be like emotional. Like I'll be emotional
Right.
because
Yeah.
I'll be emotional, but it'll be a Queen who did a great job during the season took the title,
Yes.
and then Kitty. It should feel that way, but just some of the comments she made this season just didn't sit right in my spirit. And I know it's TV, so like I know it's nothing against her. It's just
Right.
I'm gonna have to get over that. I'm gonna have to get over that. But yeah, I'm leaning towards Queen Nalenia or Alyssa. If I had to choose one, because that's what we're going to do. I don't know.
Same.
I don't know. Because really, I could drop it down to two because Alyssa really should have been lip syncing. She should have several lip syncs under her belt. I feel like she would have won those lip syncs, but she should have lip synced.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really torn between Queen and Nalenia. I really am. I'm going to say Queen, though.
Of course.
I'm going to say Team Queen. But I would not hate it if Nalenia won.
Yes.
And I wouldn't hate it. I'll be kind of like, okay, Alyssa, like, feel good, you got your moment. But
right.
It's just like, you were protected.
Like
you were protected several times to get here.
Like, I would blow out my throat muscles if Queen won. I would be like, heck yeah, okay, if Nalenia won.
I would probably, my neighbors would be mad at me if Queen or Nalenia wins because I'm screaming at 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it is. Either one of them wins, I'm screaming. If Alyssa wins, I'll be like, I'm going to be happy. Right. But I felt like she could have done it without the protection that she got. Because let's be honest, she was protected a few times.
Definitely.
I feel like that would have made a stronger story if she did lip sync those times and then came back and was like, look at me, I made the finale, I'm going to... And it all really depends on how they do in the finale, because Alyssa could bomb the finale and I'll be like, oh, well, give it to Queen. Give it to Nalenia. Alyssa bombed right at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So we're really just got to see. But yes, honey, that's all I got here. Let me boop to the boop. There we go. Oh, there it is. Hi. So is there anything else you want to add, LaCresha?
Nope.
All right, well, where can they find you on the social media?
You can find me at LaCresha McGill. That's CreshaMcGill on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, pocket full of bud, mama. But if I'm not there, you can find me on all social media platforms at Simply Desmond. That's SimplyDesmond. Thank you so much for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.